I will give you two solutions for this one. This is an easier one, but I think if I help you understand it from two different perspectives, it will become easier for you to solve bigger problems. Let's start with this one. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate if you do that. It helps me in so many different ways, but let's jump into this problem. This one is called left rotation. Let's see what it is about. A left rotation operation on a circular array shifts each of the array's elements 1 unit to the left. So this is what we're going to be doing. We will take, for example, an array like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we will shift 1 to the end as many as this number reads. As an example, we will be given two things. One of them is d, the number of rotations to the left. Remember that I know that I'm going this way and it feels like right to you, but it's my left. So your left is that way. So we have to go left 2 times. How are we going to go left? Well, we've got an array. We have been given an array. In that array, we will go left 2 times. Let me show you. So if I have this number 1 here, 1 to the left means that this 1 goes outside and then gets pinned to the end of this. So we used to have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This time we're going to delete 1 from here. We're not going to have it there. We're going to have 1 here, but this is just 1. We have to do it again because d equals 2. So I have to do it, get rid of this, and I will put it here. So in essence, I need to have 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, if that makes sense. All right, in order for me to do that, I will quickly have a look as to what I have been given. I'll look through here. I need to develop a function called rotate left. Let me just copy that and bring it into my Jupyter notebook. If you don't know what this black screen is, it's a Jupyter notebook that helps me explain the problem to you. And this white screen is the HackerRank. All right. So I will be getting an N from the user, and I will be getting a D from the user, but both of them will be coming in one line. Let me show you. What you see here is that the user will give me two numbers, 5 and 4, as an example. 5 will be the N, which is the size of the array. For example, in this case, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which has got 5 numbers in it. And the second number, this one, is the D, which tells me how many rotations to the left I will be doing. So if I clear the screen, and if I copy this bit from here, this will help me run the example for you. So let me go back up, paste it here, and I do recommend you do the same thing. So we will get the input in one line, which is this one, input rstrip.split. rstrip cleans it from any spaces before and after, and a split breaks it in the middle, because what you have is 5 and 4 separated by a space. This function here allows you to break it based on that space. So this is great. Now, let me run this, and I will ask the user, hey, what is your input? It's 5 space 4, okay? That will give me N and D, N being 5 and D is 4, which is great. Now I need to accept the array, and that will be through this next line. Let me copy that. I am doing this for me to be able to replicate the whole problem for you. So if I run that, I will type exactly what I have here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, copy and paste it here. All right, now I've got the N, I've got the D, and I have got the array. All I need to do now, how do I develop a function that does exactly what I said? Let me draw it again. This is what we are asking the function to do. So if you have got an array that has got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All we are asking you is to rotate to the left, so we are always going in that direction, for the number that has been given to us, which is number 4. So at the first, 1 will go away and 1 comes here. Then 2 goes away and 2 comes here. Then 3 goes away and 3 goes here. And 4 goes away and 4 comes here. So the new array should look like this: 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see that this is what we have been given. So how do I design this? As I said, I will give you two solutions. Solution number 1 is called array slicing. This is what I'm going to use. So when I am using array slicing, if I can get rid of that, okay, if I can show you that solution number 1 is array slicing, maybe that's easier if I do it like this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to slice up to where the user has asked me to slice it, which comes from d value. D value tells me how much slicing do I need to do, and then I will perform the movement to the end of the array for me to build what the question wants. I want to do something very naughty and very smart. Let me draw it for you. If I have an array, this is the logic that I'm going to be working with. If I have an array that has got 5 values in it, and I'm going to write the values in a different color. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to do something a bit naughty. What I can do is when the user tells me that d equals 4, so you need to move this by 4 to the left, I can easily decide that I'm going to take this much of the array and move it to the right-hand side. The reason being, if I want to take this out and move it here, then take this out and move it here, then take it out and move it here, and take it out, why would I not just take everything and move it to the right-hand side? Because if I clean it, you will see that once I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can easily move all of this to the right-hand side, and then I will have 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which is exactly what the response of the solution is telling me. So let me see how I can implement this in code. Before I write the code, I will remind you that if you've got an array like this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you go all the way to 4, and you may ask, hey, Amir, where does 4 come from? Well, the user has given me d is 4, okay? If I go array from 0 to 4, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4. And opposite of that, if I go array from 4 onwards, I will have 5. So I think now you can see that in this whole structure, what I'm trying to do is find this bit, right? And then find this bit, and move this to the other end. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, so if I were to say array until 4, I'm just going to change it to d because d equals 4, and I'm just going to make this d as well. So I think you would agree with me that if I go take this and paste it here and add to the remainder, I will actually get to the answer. Can you see that this is exactly what the solution is? So this is it. This is the function I'm going to build. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it here. And then I will just add return to the beginning. And this is going to be the first answer. So let me delete all these examples. What I will do, I will copy all of that. I'll come here and I'll paste it here. We will test this one. If it works, we will jump into the second solution because that just opens your mind. If I run this code, fingers crossed it will pass. Yep, it passes the sample test case. If I submit the code, you will see that all the test cases have passed. So this is great. We have one solution that is working, and it's actually very optimal. Now, you may ask, hey, Amir, what is your second solution? My second solution is actually a bad one, but I'm going to give it to you. This would be a bit problematic in very big arrays, but at the end of the day, I want you to be able to think about it. So I'm just going to call this one 1 by 1 rotation. As I said, it's not ideal, but oh well, it's one way to do it. So let me copy this here, and we are going to start defining it now. So the way I think about this in a different way is if I had the chance to every time pop the first item, and the first item being, let me show you, if I could pop this and then attach it to the end, and then pop this and attach it to the end, and pop the next one and attach it to the end as I go, maybe that's a way for me to do it. You might ask, hey, I mean, how many times are you going to do that? Well, d times. I'm going to do that d times because d defines how many times I need to do this. So if I write a, maybe I'll just make a new cell and I'll say, I want you to do this d times, right? And what I'm asking you to create a new variable because we need to pop and put it in here. And I want you to go to the array and I want you to pop 0. What pop 0 does in an array like this, it takes the one that sits in index 0 and takes it out. Well, it takes it out, but do you not need to store it somewhere? Well, that's where I'm going to store it. I'm going to store it inside this variable called first. Because if I store it, then I come and put it at the end. So it's like this. You take it and then you put it at the end. How do you put it at the end? It's pretty easy. Once you have it out, you have it stored somewhere, all you need to do is to go to your array and append what you have stored inside that container. And you will do it how many times? D times, because then that will move the first one, then the second one, then the third one, and the fourth one, and however many times the user asks me. Once you have done that, all you need to do is to return array, because now you have changed the array. So if I run this, and oh, I can't really return here because it's not a function, but let me print the array after I have done all of that. You will see that this is clearly the answer we are after, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so all I need to do now is to take all of that, and maybe I'll just add it in here, and I will just make this a return because this is a function. Let me just fix return. That's not how you write return. All right, now just going to copy that, come in here, and go back here and replace this one. Let me just make sure everything is good. Yeah, I need to indent these two. If I run the code and keep my fingers crossed, yep, sample test case was successful. If I submit the code, 2 fingers crossed, and that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I spend a lot of time preparing these videos, and it really helps when you watch them till the end. Leave a comment, like my videos, and eventually subscribe to my channel. That really, really helps develop this channel and spend more time to give you some free education. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one.